hardcore game in the history of hardcore games, the Shinobi 3. If you consider yourself a gamer, you will have beaten Shinobi 3 at least 4 times from the age of 6 years old, because if you haven't, you are a fucking little bitch, and a fucking little bitch.
Oh boy. Alright, so here's my third attempt at Shinobi 3, and I wasn't even recording this one at first, because I was watching SmackDown. And of course, because I wasn't recording, I ended up doing really, really good. As you can see, I have 6 lives here. Now I'm at this stupid rec level. As you can see, I have 6 lives here. I was recording on and off once I decided to start recording, but I hadn't died one single time up to this point on this third attempt. I got all the way to this part of the game, and just there I fell, because this level's an asshole, and that was my first death, actually, in this run, so I was doing really good. And of course, you know, it's when you're not recording that you do really good at the game. So this level sucks shit, and I hate it. It's just, you know, right up to, this is the point where the game starts to turn into a clusterfuck, because it's this level where the rocks are falling, you had to jump on them, and it's just, it's hard because the hit detection on the platforms is really screwy. You saw in the last time, I straight up went through a rock. I landed on it, and he just went through it anyways. And when you're having a whole level that's based around platforming above an endless pit of death, that's not good to have. God damn it, it keeps, I fucking don't know how I fucking recorded this. Now I'm on this place. So this is the last level of the game. So I actually made it to the last level this time, and on this level, you know, you gotta jump on these things, there's electricity walls everywhere, it's a huge pain in the ass, and what I've come to realize about Shinobi 3 is that I hate it, and it's not good. It's not a good game. There are a lot of things about it that are good. Its main strength is in presentation, and, I mean, every level has a different challenge. Every level is cool in some way. There's all kinds of cool shit in the game. It's a cool game. It's just that actually playing it is a fucking nightmare because the controls are awful. It's a game where you know, you'd think a game where you're playing as a super agile ninja, you just think the controls would be smoother, and they're not. The controls in this game completely drag it down and make it way harder than it needs to be. It's like, none of the challenge in this game has to do with the challenge itself. It has to do with the wonky, screwy fucking controls. I mean, Shinobi's basic walk cycle is so slow. He walks like a fucking geriatric. So you get impatient, and the only way to get to the levels, you want to double tap to fucking sprint. But of course, the sprinting is harder to control because you're sprinting. And, you know, he has this sprinting attack that is, look at this shit, god damn it. He has this sprinting attack which has so many, like, frames of animation to it that enemies can just interrupt it and hit you in the middle of your attack, and there's all kinds of weird shit like that. I mean, you jump up, and you see, when you jump up like that, the screen moves up with you, so you can't always see what you're landing on. The hanging on the ledges is really hard. You'll see me fuck up a few times on that because you've got to, like, always hold up while you're fucking moving across them, and it's so easy to, like, when you're holding on the directional pad to hold it wrong, and he'll just slip and fall off the, look at that. You see that? I don't know if I did that, if I just slipped, or if, like, a frame or a pixel of that TNT got me, but either way, it's bullshit. It's weird. Just, Shinobi is so slow and sluggish in this game. He controls like a drunkard. And the worst thing is the double jump. I mean, it's hard to explain unless you're actually playing the game. I don't know how you can tell from watching it, but the double jump is so unresponsive and hard to fucking, because the only way to do it, you have to hit it at, like, exactly the right frame of your jump, the peak of it. And if you're off by a frame, he just won't do it. He won't do the double jump. It has to be at that, like, perfect part of the animation. And it's retarded. It's terrible, and I hate it. And there are so many times in this game that you lose because you can't get the jump to work properly, or because you can't see where you're going, or there's, pitfalls, and every enemy knocks you back off the pitfalls, or sometimes there's pitfalls that are like off the screen, and you have to like gauge and make these blind leaps of faith as to where, like, I don't know, maybe I'll land on a platform, or maybe there's nothing down there. I can't even tell because you can't see sometimes. The game sucks. It like, Shinobi 3, if it weren't Shinobi 3, would be the worst game ever. And this part, riding these elevators and avoiding these electrical walls, is about the biggest bullshit I've ever seen it. And you saw, right before this part of the level, there's a 1-up. There's a little one-man there that you can get, just because it knows, like, the game, it knows that this part is bullshit. It knows it's designed something stupid, and it has to give you a one-man before it, or else, like, look at this. Like, what? What are you even supposed to do? You're supposed to, when the elevator goes into the electrical walls like that, you're supposed to jump up, like, right at the exact right time so you don't hit the electrical walls, and come back down to land on the platform as it's coming back out of the walls. And it's goddamn ridiculous. So, and they have to put that one man there specifically because they know they've created something that's so fucky that they can't expect anyone to get it right on the first 100 times. So they have to give you a one man before it. But even the process of getting that one man, like, it's hard because this section leading up to it is weird because of the screwy jumping and then the screwy fucking hanging. So sometimes you'll just die before you can even get the one up, and it's not a good game, and I don't like it. I mean, I think like the gold standard of a game that's difficult is like Dark Souls, because people talk about the difficulty of Dark Souls, but it's not the difficulty that makes the game good. The reason the game's good is because when you die, you always feel like it's your fault. Not so in this game. Look at this. What the fuck? I actually did it that time. I made it by sheer luck, by accident, because I happened to hit the wall and get knocked back in a way that put me back on the platform. But even still, it was to no avail, because there's a fucking TNT bomb right after it. Oh, God, what a fucky game. I hate this. I hate this game. But, like, in Dark Souls, all the mechanics are sound. In a good game, no matter how hard it is, you always want to conquer it because the mechanics are sound. It never feels like it's the game's fault. It always feels like it's your fault. And Shinobi 3 is certainly challenging, and it's got a vast variety of challenges, and it's a really cool game, but it almost never feels like it's your fault when you die. It always feels like the controls are just fucked up. Because they are. The controls in this game are fucking terrible. I don't feel so much like a... Look at that. I don't even know what the fuck happened. I just, like, accidentally crawl-walked off the platform. Ay. Ugh. You just feel like you're controlling like a trash can man with, like, rakes for feet. And he can't fucking do anything. He's just a slow, shitty asshole. He's like the worst ninja ever. That's the true secret of Shinobi 3, is that Shinobi 3 is the worst ninja of all time, and he actually really sucks at being a ninja. Now, if this was like Donatello 3, and I could play as a real ninja, like Donatello, the Ninja Turtle, maybe it would be a little bit less painful. But yeah, man, I made it all the way to the last level, and then that shit happens. Like, what even just happened? I didn't even... Oh, and I didn't die once getting up to that, to this part of the game. I didn't die one time. I got all the way to the fucking Falling Rock level. I was doing so good. It doesn't even matter. And then I had this, I think this was like my last continue. And I just didn't care, because the game is so fucking... It's so annoying to control, and so tedious, that when you die a few times, it's one of those where you just don't even want to keep trying. Because it's just tedious. It's annoying. Controlling this sluggish asshole, Shinobi 3. And you just don't fucking feel like doing it after a few times. That's the real challenge of the game. The real challenge is not that it's hard, it's that it's such a pain in the ass to play that you just give up eventually because you don't want to play it anymore because it's annoying. See, I got to this part, I just fucking stopped. I gave up. This is attempt number 3, and fuck it. That was my attitude here. Just fuck it.